Yeah, really excited for the players. They played their heart out all weekend, and glad we got the result that I think we deserved this weekend. I thought we played last night. We didn't get what we wanted, and our guys were determined to put a good game together, and we played really hard. Obviously, we had a freshman goaltender who's never played. Not the easiest thing to do, coming in and playing one of the top teams in the country. But he stood tall. He was poised. He played really well. I thought our decor played well. I thought we played solid, and then we made some pretty big plays. Obviously Skoog and tough combo there on two high level plays. So that was pretty positive. So all in all, really excited for the guys. Really enjoy coaching these guys, and just every opportunity we get on the ice, it's kind of a pleasure.
Covering the team for over a couple decades now, this is as much, given the circumstances, as much heart and spirit and poise as I can recall in a BU team in a regular season weekend over all that time. What do you attribute that to, and where does this rank for you in terms of your tenure as a BU coach?
Yeah, it's been a great weekend. The ups and downs we've had as a group has kind of brought the guys pretty close. So I think the care factor for each other, and we get a lot of team players. We don't necessarily have one guy that's a superstar, even though we have guys that can take the charge, but no one really kind of plays that role. We don't have any hotshot freshmen coming in. Our freshmen are, big and heavy and competitive and fast, and with Saturday and Webbs is a team guy. So I think that combination with our leadership group, and then just that freshman class becoming sophomores, and that the emerging of some of those defensemen, especially the weekend Vlasic and McCarthy had. They just really took their game to another level. I think McCarthy played over 30 minutes last night, and Vlasic was pretty close, and they played a lot of minutes, especially hard minutes versus the other team's top line too. So I think it's a combination of a lot of that, but our leadership and our seniors have been kind of the driving force. And I think it started last year with Pat Curry, and it's kind of trickled over to this year. He was a all-NBU type guy, and we've got Cockrell and Dave Ferentz and Amonte and Witkowski, and we took Kaufman down from Vermont, who's now, bleeds red. So those guys are like heart and soul, and the team kind of feeds off that. So it's been really fun to watch. Highly competitive. They like blocking shots and playing physical and playing the right way. I think we're starting to get better and better each weekend when we get an opportunity to play. I think we're starting to figure out what our game is.
Coach, you briefly mentioned Vinny Duplessis on his debut here, kind of a guy that was a little bit of a quiet addition. People didn't know a ton about him, at least around here. But, clearly he's done something right to end up in this position, play in this game and play as well as.
Yeah, I couldn't hear the very end, but I think I know what you said. Yeah, Vinny was, from day one, he's highly competitive. He's an unbelievable skater, very athletic. So you had those three combinations, and he's a 21-year-old freshman. He's played a lot of junior hockey. He's had to carry a team through playoffs. So he's been in some, pressure situations. He's probably had some good nights and bad nights on the bus. And he's very confident in his ability. Just the way he skated out to start the game, like for me, was really reassuring, because how he skated out to the blue line. He was like sprinting. He threw the quick little stop. I'm like, all right, this kid seems like he's got it. So it was that was a good sign. I just remember Michel Larocque was very similar when I was here. Kind of skated that same way out. Kind of did this little chance on the way out, but he's confident, and he wants to win, and he wants to compete for the job. So it was neck and neck this week. I thought he had an unbelievable week of practice. We kind of had not a flip of the coin. We thought Ames deserved a shot. And then we wanted to give each guy one game. We thought Ames would have the poise to go on the road. He's already played BC before. We wanted to see if Vinny could take a look at a game that BC would play, to give him at least a visual of what they play like before he came back here. So I thought he was terrific tonight. I don't know if that goal went in or not. It was hard to tell. If not, it was pretty close. He almost made a great save on it. So pretty good when you only give up one goal like that.
Anything else?
Hey, Coach, can you give as good a rundown as you can on the guys who are out and what their status is, as vague or unvague as you can be?
I'll try to be very vague. No, I think Logan Cockrell, pretty good chance he'll be back Monday. Jake Wise is getting better, and the others are kind of day to day, week to week. We'll just see how that comes.
Hey, Coach, at one point, both teams took major penalties today. What was your reaction on the bench if you saw both plays, and also how your guys respond after both taking one and also dealing with one?
Yeah, I think our guys were excited to get it. I think when the play happened, it was a high hit, so it was looked pretty obvious from the ice from our vantage point. So we were, I think we had a minute left in the period there at that point. So, we were excited to get it because at that time it was, kind of a critical time of the game where I thought it was going to be a critical moment in the game, and I thought they got a little bit of momentum off their kill. It's not like we had a ton of run on that power play. We might have had a couple chances, but I thought they did a good job killing. And then when we got it, I didn't see it. I think Webb's cross-checked the guy high. I think he's a little bit taller. A guy shot the puck after the whistle. It's one of those stupid plays in old-time hockey where it's not even that big. The goalie's got a lot of equipment on. If he takes a long shot, it's not really that big of a deal. I could see if he wasn't wearing a mask, but I didn't see it. I thought we responded well. I think our bench was confident in killing. It was tough to lose Webbs because he's a good killer and he's long, and he gives us a little bit different dimension back there just with his skating and his reach. So all in all, I think they were a wash. They weren't end up being a major factor in the game, which they, in a lot of times they could have. So I think both teams did a good job killing.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach. We're going to bring in Vinny Duplessis as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, bye. Have a good one.
Questions for Vinny?
I guess, Vinny, just thrown into the fire, your first game, first start, and you get the pretty impressive win. How does it feel?
It feels unreal. I mean, those guys in front of me were just unreal tonight, blocking shots, just putting their body on the line. It was unreal. It feels amazing.
Vinny, Coach O'Connell said something about wanting to give you the second night of this doubleheader, let you see BC last night, come back home tonight. Do you feel like that helped you?
I think it did. Being able to see from the bench how they play and what their tendencies are, and just kind of get my mind into what BC hockey is all about. And I think I was ready to face them today. So.
Vinny, can you talk about being recruited? I mean, you probably were told, Camesso is a highly touted goalie. Who knows what kind of chances you were going to get this year. Can you talk about just what you did to stay ready for this? I mean, when knowing that you may not have gotten this chance this year.
Yeah. When I got the call, I had a chance to come here. I knew exactly what I was coming into. Drew is unreal. He's amazing. He's a young guy. He's works hard. But for me, it was, as you said, I didn't know when my opportunity would come, but I had to get ready. So for me, it was just battling in practice. My practices were my games. Off the ice, just visualization. It was just staying sharp, staying ready for the moment. Always, before games I didn't play, I tried to have the same routine, and I think that paid dividends today.
Vinny, what did you know about the BU-BC rivalry?
Well, being from Quebec, there's not a lot going on about college hockey. There's not a lot of knowledge, but BU and BC are the only two schools that everybody knows in Quebec, and the rivalry is just it's a big rivalry that's known all over the East Coast. So for me to be able to play in a game like that was amazing, and obviously getting the win felt even better.
Vinny, you're without three of your best players this weekend, and it just didn't seem to show up in the poise and composure over the course of the weekend. What do you have to say about that?
As I said, the guys in front of me, our D core, our bottom lines, they're just going to work shift after shift. We're just a really deep team, and we got a lot of heart. So it's notable when we play. Just a hardworking team, I think.
So the only goal that they were able to get past you today took a little bit of a review to see. Live, when the ref blew the whistle, did you think it was a goal? Did you think you stopped it?
I mean, I wasn't too sure. I know the puck was under me. I was hoping it wasn't in the net, but I did all I could to, if it was in the net, I did the best I could to hide it. And, it didn't end up going our way, but we bounced back pretty well.